My name is Antoneta Alamat Kusijanović and I'm a director. We are now in New Jersey, Zagreb. We are shooting Croatia for New Jersey, US. We are meant to be at a construction site of the largest North American Croatian church and cultural center. We've been also shooting in past days in an asbestos construction site that's also meant to be in New Jersey, but it's here in Zagreb. The story is a combination of two personal things. One is I used to work at a construction site in New York. Once I moved there in 2009, before I realized that I do want to direct movies, and actually through working on construction site, the idea of directing crystallized. And Stane is for my great-great-great-grandmother. Her name was Stane, and she was an incredibly strong woman. And she had a hard life, actually incredibly hard life that it's not so fun to mention in this interview, but she inspired the story and inspired other stories that are coming off of it. When I portray women in film, I'd like them to be, of course, strong and sensitive and creative and vulnerable and violent and sensual. I think sensuality is something that it's missing. It's so missing in cinema lately, and I like to embrace it because women are sensual and strong in the same time. With this movie, I wanted to actually ask a question: what does it mean to be a woman in power? Because so often we are talking about women are in power now, women are in the positions of decisions, but these powers can so easily be taken away. And what does it mean in power? That somebody gives you power, or that the power is real because no one can take it away. And it's so often in the conversations like we have put more women in power, which is kind of an oxymoron. When thinking of directing, of course, it is a different process of writing your own story. It's a little bit like a witchcraft, like you write the recipe for the spell, and then you include other people and they give you their blood and laughter and tears and time, and everything comes together in this object of a movie and becomes like a totem of a magic once it affects others. And having that full arc control definitely feels like more connected, there's more synchronicity. But I've definitely responded incredibly to some stories that I haven't written, like especially real life stories. And there is something so liberating in plunging into other people's stories and just giving your own tools, your point of view, and kind of already embedding yourself in something that exists and it's real and truth. First of all, to be part of Miu Miu Tales means to be part of this incredible group of women. And I was very aware when picking my team that all the heads of departments are women I admire, and I'm very lucky to be working with them right now. But also that our film is going to be part of this, Miu Miu legacy of incredible female directors is really meaningful. And that's probably the main reason why I wanted to tell this story in this format. I wanted to do Miu Miu Tales for years. I actually, 2 or 3 years ago during COVID, wrote another Miu Miu tale that no one knew about because I was trying to find a way in to tell the story for Miu Miu, but something that belongs to you finds you in the right timing, and this was this time. So I'm very grateful. But it's interesting. When I start to write a story, I never think of politics or a social message or certain rights that I need to shed the light on. I really start from the character, but because you dig into the truth, it always becomes also about the reality of the world. I think it's so interesting that somehow, when you anchor yourself to some character, and when you truly try to walk their steps, this type of conflicts emerge, whether you want it or not. So it never comes from, I'm going to make a movie about this conflict. The conflicts are there in our everyday life. We just need to allow them to seep in through the lens. Women versus men set. I have not been in my role as a man, only as a woman. So for me, I hope it's the same and better. But I do notice the difference when I surround myself with talent. Talent always, that's the difference. It's not the sex, it's the talent. Yes, I love these women. They really inspire me through their work, also now knowing them personally and working with them. It's every time a different way of getting to know somebody, when you watch them on screen and you were like, I wish I could work with this person one day. And then working with them is another level, but through work, knowing someone is priceless. I'm really moved by them.